Yeah, good afternoon, friends. So today we will discuss some Docker-related scenario-based interview question, which I have asked regarding Deloitte interview in second round. So first scenario is like you are running a containerized application that crashes intermittently without logging anything useful. How do you debug this answer? Okay, so first basic thing is use Docker logs to check log of that particular container. If that log is empty, so use Docker inspect to check container configuration. Okay, so still it is not running, so you have to run again it in using Docker iterative mode, so it can run in background also. Okay, and for security purpose, you can mount an external volume to them, so that any kind of loss of data which can be, we can say, avoided. Okay, there is also one command docker system prune. So to remove unwanted containers, you can use that also. Okay. The second one is your CI/CD pipeline pushes a new Docker image that fails only in production, not in staging. How would you isolate and resolve this problem? So it is only like failing in production. So first we have to check some variable secret configuration across environment as we have different uh, variables in different environment. Okay, so firstly verify that, then second verify the tag of that image, then verify the dependencies and all. Check external service dependencies like database, APIs are okay or some endpoint. Okay, in that way. Third, your Docker image build are inconsistent across developers machine or only in developers machine. Okay, so please, it's a very important one. How will you ensure repeatable builds? So use exact base image version. Okay, from Python. Use multi-stage build to isolate tools and dependencies. Commit log files according to the need. Okay, and use docker.ignore to avoid the copying of local files. So it will reduce the size of that particular image or the file. Build Docker build kit is equals to one. Use CI pipelines for consistency. So these are some common practices. How will you securely inject secret into a container without hard coding? मतलब we don't have to need to hard coding, we just have to pass like giving some input to it. So the very famous is the AWS Secrets Manager or the HashiCorp Vault we can use. Later on nowadays we are using Kubernetes, so like don't need to say Docker secret some, you can just say Kubernetes secret or it's the very good these two are okay, or you can like directly mount to that read-only volumes. Okay, and avoiding passing directly through environment variables or cmd in Docker file. Fifth, a container using a volume is not signing changes back to the host machine. How do you recognize and resolve this? Okay, the check volume syntax. Okay, it's only depend on volume because it's not signing the volume changes. In Docker desktop, ensure that the host directory is shared. Verify whether a name volume is overriding the host mount. So if there is the same one, so they will the override, and check the inspection and log of that container also using these two commands. Okay, you need to migrate your local Dockerbase app to Kubernetes. What Docker specific configuration might cause issue during the migration? Hard-coded local host won't work in Kubernetes use services. Past like tame data may not persist, need persistence volume. So we have to attach some different volume to it. Missing resource limits. Okay, and health check networking bindings need to be redefined proofs. So it's a theory answer actually. It's a big one. So we will discuss it later in some video in details. It's a very important one also. Your container use large base image and takes a long time to download in the remote environment. What strategy can you apply to improve this? Use slim down base image like Alpine distillers. Use smallest image. Okay. Apply multi-stage build to eliminate the build time dependencies like use Python, Java both or Python Golang. So it will Python for the build stage and Golang for the running stage. Okay. Reduce layer and combine commands. Okay, catch layers using a shared registry for Docker build, so it will reduce the size and it will easily downloaded in the local one on the remote environment. You notice a container has existed with killed out of memory status. How do you investigate and prevent this? Okay, check container state. First of all, remember this command. It's a industry based command we can say. So they may ask regarding this command. So if you don't remember this, so they thought that you not work on a particular environment. So check container state file docker inspect container for home kill is equals to true. If it is false, so it will might give problem. Review app memory uses and run docker start. Limit memory with hyphen hyphen giving a condition and monitor. Optimize memory uses in app and GC settings like which is using like how amount of area and some giving some conditions like this. How will you monitor file system uses and in-node execution in a running container? Use Docker exe to run df-8 disk space and df-8 in nodes. Use df-sh path to find the large directories. Monitor temp files and mount log outside the container. Use lsop to check open file handles. Okay. So this is the theory one. You can directly check with these commands. Your team needs to run GPU based container on shared host. Okay, remember shared host. How do you design a secure and performance setup? Use NVIDIA container runtime docker run hyphen GPUs all. Allocate GPU per container nvdi.com or one container per cluster. Use resource limit and node selection in Kubernetes. Monitor GPU uses using NVIDIA SIM and Prometheus. Here is there is a mistake. It's we are assigning it to one. Okay, it can be anything in cluster. Okay, so these are some Docker related question which I have in Deloitte and in Infotech. Okay, so combine one, and I'm putting it in description also, so you can like take it copy it. Okay, so just go through that this real ones interview question and like for go through some terms like this uh, that we are using in real one scenario. Okay, so that the interviewer get confident that okay, the candidate has worked on this real-time applications. Okay, thank you. So like I'm uh, trying to put some see like DevOps topic related series, so like a 10 minutes video of a sub scenario based question and theory based question which I have to I have faced during some interviews. I'm start giving some interviews. Actually, I'm a DevOps engineer in like Fortune MNC. So I'm switching. So whatever of question I am getting through my interview, I am copying it and try to post it to help you guys. Okay, so please go through this before facing any interview. And first and the most important thing, Terraform, Docker, and AWS are the most important points. So please be prepared. Yeah, thank you.